Thank you, Braden. You just gave us a question that we can turn into a clip and post on YouTube later this week from this episode. That is a fantastic question. In y'all's opinion, who are the best VFLs in the NFL, NBA, and MLB right now? Well, I think the NBA one would probably be the easiest one. I would go Grant Williams. That's currently in the NBA. Oh, my goodness. Those other ones are tough. Well, okay, so this leads to another, sad point. Todd Helton got so close to being inducted in the Hall.
No, don't do it.
He was so close, just barely missed the votes. Just barely missed it. And so close. Zach said he's watching Grant Williams right now. That would be my pick for NBA. NFL, oh, goodness. It's got to be Trey Smith. I mean, like that would be my vote right now. He's dominating. Of course he is. That would be my vote right now. Well, okay, no, wait a minute. Zach makes a good point. Alvin Kamara. That's a totally
honestly point. I agree with you. I would go with Trey Smith above Alvin Kamara. The last couple of seasons, Alvin's been kind of average. Trey Smith's been Pro Bowl every year. I think I'd stick with Trey Smith.
He's just dominating on that Chiefs offensive line right now, making poor people look like middle school players out there sometimes, just the way he throws them around. But I mean that's I think those are probably those and baseball. Juwan. I mean those three would be the top three for sure, with Alvin, Trey, and Juwan. MLB, what do you think?
Nick Senzel with the Reds.
Oh yeah, that's probably true. Yeah.
Maybe Garrett Crochet or with the White Sox, but I would probably lean towards Senzel. Unfortunately, there's only 3 former Vols currently in Major League Baseball. We've got about 30 in the minors, but only 3 in the pros.
So that question right there will be very interesting 5 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you think about 5 years from now, who is going to be in the NFL from all of these teams?
Well, like I just said, we've got about 30 former Vols in the minors right now, and a bunch of them are at AAA. So in 5 years, all those guys are going to be in the pros.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, from all these different teams, from baseball, basketball, football, all these guys. I mean, from football, you're going to have people like Jalen Hyatt will be in the NFL. Cedric Tillman will be in the NFL. Darnell Wright will be in the NFL. Hendon Hooker, Joe Milton, Nico Iamaleava. Pretty close. So, I mean, that question in 5 years, Santiago Vescovi will be in the NBA. Olivier Kamwa might be in the NBA. Julian Phillips will be in the NBA.
Grant Williams is by far the best ball in the pros right now in the NBA. But honestly, the next best isn't actually in the NBA right now. He's in the G League, and that's Jordan McRae. Jordan McRae is having an unbelievable year. And I am stunned that no NBA team has signed him to a 10-day contract just to take a shot. Because he's tearing up the G League.
Zach made a good point. He said CP's on the Falcons. That's a great point. Man, what a dynamic athlete. Oh, my goodness. You got this huge dude.
Taking Trey Smith.
Yeah. You got this huge dude, and they've turned him into a running back. I mean, why not? Just find ways to get the ball in his hands. Absolutely. Braden said for him, Alvin Kamara, Trey Smith, or Juwan Jennings, NBA Grant Williams, and MLB same thing, and I think it'll be Drew Gilbert, Trey Lipscomb pretty soon. Yeah, I haven't heard any updates on Drew Gilbert's injury. I hope he's doing like well in rehab and stuff.
Yeah, he's fine. He's at spring training already. So I tell you, speaking of Trey Lipscomb, the guy who played third base before Trey Lipscomb, Jake Rucker, will probably be the Minnesota Twins starting third baseman this upcoming season. He finished the year at AAA, and they were planning on bringing him up. So he'll be at spring training working to win the third base job for the Twins.
Braden said Velus Jones Jr. also had a pretty decent season this year. Yep, he did. Return specialist for sure. Elijah said always hard to pronounce Nico's last name. I agree. And then Zach said, say his last name again. Iamaleava.
Nope, you got worse.
No.
Yes, you did. It's Eal. Now you got me messed up. Eal Maleava. Eal Maleava.
Well, people would know who I'm talking about. They would know who I'm talking about.
You're just sticking with Nico.